Motivational Thoughts by Dr. Joseph Chimplavel, Part 1. The problems we witness in the 21st century are mostly due to the natural consequences of the global decaying of humanism. What you wish for doesn't matter. What you have now is what counts. Go for the best. Take what you get and make the best out of it. You don't have to have a dream, but have a vision and a mission to achieve that vision. You should not be a blind follower, but be a leader with a vision. Just working hard is not good enough because you need to work smart and work for that. Be proactive and not reactive so that you can be in control. Any amount of knowledge is not of much value if you don't know how, where, and when to use it. Be alert and ready with your knowledge to use and take advantage of it the minute you get the opportunity. Wisdom is the ability to use knowledge. You should know what you know because you for sure don't know what you don't know. Motivational Thoughts, Part 2. The cup is half full and not half empty, and the difference comes from how you look at it. But remember, the cup comes in different size, shape, and design. However, what you have in the cup makes all the difference. When the subject becomes the object, we most often lose the objectivity. Don't blame others for something that you yourself might have done in those circumstances. Unselfishness is the ultimate form of selfishness. You have the right and the obligation to be selfish because no one else in the world is more interested in you than yourself. A random act of kindness of any kind has so much more value when it's delivered at the right time and to the right person in real need. Caring for others is not a legal requirement, but it is our moral obligation. You don't have to have surplus to give away to someone who has less and is in need. We have to live our life to leave a legacy, not just a big bank account. Motivational Thought, Part 3. Don't always be sure of everything and be prepared to expect the unexpected. Practice what you preach and preach what you practice. We need to successfully manage and deal with the inevitable consequences of the growing complexity of contemporary progress and advancement in every aspect of our life. You have to artfully craft an image of yourself before others do it for you. That may not always be in your favor, to promote yourself and be successful in your life. Systematic expression of accurate and precise ideas with passion gets authenticity and acceptance to influence or motivate your audience. We make our machines smarter, but it should not be at the risk of making ourselves dumber. Inquisitiveness and creativity is the mother of invention. Having a smartphone or even knowing how to use it or take advantage of all its potential use in your life doesn't make you smart. Motivational Thoughts, Part 4. We have a new generation of detached template thinkers who most often rely on antiquated, if not archaic, algorithms that are constantly evolving in their daily activities and decision-making. People are overwhelmed by their daily life so much so that they don't know what they are living for and what they need to outsource. There will always be a divide between the analog life of human beings and the digital age we live in. How absurd is it for you to systematically peel an onion using all the algorithms that you develop to get what you are looking for? Success of our life is not measured with the likes we get on our social media accounts. Success in life is not to become rich and famous, but to be happy and content and find peace in yourself. We most often enjoy more in anticipation of our success than after achieving it. Motivational Thoughts, Part 5. Patience, persistence, perseverance, and discipline are the cardinal ingredients to be successful in everything. Everybody is looking for friends, fame, and fortune in their life. Beware, the misery we experience today trumps all the pleasures we had before. You don't have to make yourself miserable for you to get the enjoyment later. Trust me, this too will pass no matter what, whether it is good or bad. Don't come to my funeral with the eulogy to show how much you cared about me. Show me how much you care for me now while I am alive. If you want to say anything good about me, don't hold it for my eulogy. You don't have to sacrifice everything in your life to maintain a perfectly healthy body for your casket. If it doesn't make sense, it is nonsense and not common sense. Everything in moderation, and that too in moderation, is a good yardstick to maintain a healthy body. Everything in life is relative, and that too is relative, is my theory of relativity. Motivational Thoughts, Part 6. We hardly miss anything that we are not aware of. There are or were no human beings with all the chips in them. That too depends on the chips one is missing. Don't forget to enjoy what you have now instead of fixating on your counterfactual thinking. Bear in mind that most people very often attempt to rationalize, if not embellish, their beliefs and convictions, and deny the influences and prejudices that bias them. Many things we encounter in our life are neither conspiracy theory nor the conventional wisdom, but just common sense. Life and liberty comes before pursuit of happiness, and don't postpone to live your life while you're alive now, because you are getting closer to the end of it day by day. Be happy with what you have and don't be unhappy with what you don't have. Everybody has something to be happy about if only they look at it that way. Motivational Thoughts, Part 7. We all try to preserve, promote, and profit while we work. We are left with no position, power, profession, prestige, or possession to achieve after we reach the retirement, which then becomes the universal equalizer for everybody. We all are born with an expiration date stamped on us and are lucky not to have the flashlight to read the date. Also, we try to extend our expiration date without knowing what it is and end up with the same date stamped on us. If you are working very hard to get so much fame and fortune, don't forget to ask for an extension on your expiration date. Unsolicited advice is seldom acknowledged, accepted, or appreciated. Knowledge fortified with experience adds to your wisdom. Be a jack of all trades and master of one, not none. Motivational Thoughts, Final Part 8. Your actions in any form reveals about your feelings. People who made history are different from people who read the history. People rarely can blame you for something you didn't do, but they can easily identify and find fault with the mistakes in what you did. The expensive gifts most often can be the least valuable ones to someone who doesn't need it at that time. Most humans are hardwired to think and stereotyped and to be biased. It is very often not who you are, but what you do that counts. Thanks for watching. Hope you got enlightened even a tiny bit by my thoughtful thoughts from the 8-part series. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe for more thoughts-provoking content.